I tried recording this before, and I recorded the game, but the audio didn't record. What are you gonna do? Kind of a waste of an hour, but what are you gonna do? So this is Silent Hill Homecoming. Funny thing about this game, this was the first game I had for the PlayStation 3. I got this with the PlayStation 3. I bought this and the PlayStation 3 at the same time. I was originally going to, record Silent Hill Downpour, but unfortunately, Silent Hill Downpour wouldn't do it for the Xbox One. It wouldn't let me stream it. I couldn't do anything about that. That's just how it is. So I figured I will try Silent Hill Homecoming instead, and see if that one will actually work for me. And I managed to get the entire video done, but then I went back and it's like, oh no, there's no audio. Well, there's audio for the game, but there's no audio for me. Something headphone. Well, anyway. So, let's press new. When it comes to Silent Hill Homecoming, a lot of people don't like it. And it's a completely understandable thing. A game that you either really don't like or don't. You either like it, you don't like it. I don't mind it. When knocked down, quickly get back onto your feet by tapping the dodge button at the right time. Watch out for clouds of dust. Watch out for the cloud of dust. At least it wasn't the same. It wasn't the loading thing I got the first time I recorded this. Ah yes, and also the subtitles in this game are really weird.
Where's my squad? Are they here?
It'll do things like sound and stuff like that.
Hey, talk to me.
I love the nightmare. It's such a great little intro into this game.
Oh God!
It pretty much tells you everything that's happened in the game.
Hey, what are they doing? What's going on there? Hey, where are you taking me? No. Hey! No. Where am I?
There's Josh. Although it seems like he's getting murdered like several times before this.
Hey, where are you taking me? No! Where am I, man? Hey, wait. Where are you going? Don't leave me here!
And so our story ends. Or, I should say, just begins. That's a big sword that guy just got stabbed with. I wonder what Resident Evil, Silent Hill enemy has a sword that big. So, yeah. First time I played this game, I did not turn up the light. I mean, the first time I played the game in general. Not the Steam version. Which this is. It's the Steam version. So I was looking for a Silent Hill to play, and it was like, hey, this is like $2 or $3. Ah, doctor's memo. The patient in room 203 is scheduled to undergo a transorbital lobotomy tomorrow. Okay. I've mandated that the following medications be doubled on the day of the procedure. I thought lobotomies were obsolete. Who scheduled this procedure? So the prompts are really weird in this game, because I don't know why, but they're going off like 1 and 2 and things like that. I don't have a map yet. I don't even have a weapon yet. Here's just this is an iron lung. It looks old. Like Resident Evil 4, if you push a button, you'll just attack the door. Missing patient's bulletin, huh? Room 205, patient went missing. Last seen in the day room after a confrontation with another. The rest of the message is blurry and illegible.
Josh? Josh, is that you?
Alex.
Josh is so creepy. Gate is locked. The keypad controls it. He says a couple of different things, like he'll say Josh. He laughs and he'll hum to himself as he draws. I wonder what that is to be. There's the map. It's the map! Alright, we got the map. Got another note, if it'll let me. Alright. Alright. There we go. Our security has been somewhat compromised. A patient used an X-ray film to write down the code for the security gate. We have recovered the first half, but the second half is still missing. Should you find the missing X-ray piece, be sure to notify the head of security immediately. So I don't really know what 2 is. I think 2 is just, oh, that's right. You can do this. It's kind of weird that you can do that. Go into first person mode. I think the weirdest thing is you can do that. Like, this just takes me out of Resident Evil Silent Hill. I feel like I'm more playing, what is it called? Like Legend of Zelda before I'm playing Silent Hill. I keep calling it Resident Evil, and I love to call it Resident Evil. There's a health drink, aka the herb of Silent Hill. So the baby crying is, you can stop the baby crying if you examine this doll, a child doll. It appears to be burned. I wonder how it got here. This explains how you get the yeah. All right. Hopping over that. Hey, buddy. You're kind of like glitching through that little plank up there, aren't you? It's more of a Dead Space kind of thing, I would say. I forget when this was made. I think it was made in 2008. It was around the time of Dead Space. There we go. And the code is 624-82872.
Alex.
Kid, you are so creepy. I have it written down, so give me 1 second so I can just... I'm not going to remember it that quickly. Let me just get to my notes. Interesting. I was about to type on my... Okay. I guess the code never changes. Maybe it changes depending on the difficulty. Josh, I'm coming for you.
Josh, where are you going?
That door just doesn't slam. I got a child's drawing. So the thing I always do in Silent Hill games is try to open doors.
Josh, stop!
That one actually slammed. That door just closed itself. Oh boy. He's dead. It's hard to tell what happened to him, but I don't want to stick around to find out. You can use the toilet, you can flush them or whatever, but they don't actually flush because no plumbing. This is our first saver, which is a saver from, what is it, Resident? Is it Silent? Is it all of them? No, Silent Hill 1 didn't have a saver like this. Silent Hill 2, 3, I know 3 definitely had a circle like that. I don't know if it was the exact same, but it was definitely like that. We're getting into some combat soon. Why is it locked? Is someone in there? That's a weird thing to say. This toilet smells like death. This toilet is disgusting. Napkin holder, a door. I got myself a combat knife. Combat in this game is kind of weird. Also, this game took place around the same time as the movie, maybe a little bit shortly after. So a lot of the stuff in this game is very reminiscent of the movie. The textures melting away from the walls and stuff is very close to what the movie did. And the nurses themselves, which are Silent Hill 2 enemy, are in the movie. Also, there's finisher moves in this game if you do the correct way of fighting the enemies. Every enemy has their own different way of fighting them. As for the nurses, dodge and power attack, and that's how you do it. If you dodge and power attack, you'll get the stun and all that. There's not too many enemies in the Nightmare. I think there's 6 nurses altogether. That door open. Locked. Health drink over there. That's my saver over there. So then we've gone into the Nightmare realm. Whoa, we got a wheelchair. Common Resident Evil thing. I mean Silent Hill. The doctors say that I'm unable to discern fantasy from reality. At this point I would say you're correct. I mean seriously. Look what you're fighting the nurses. But I think I know what's going on around here. I saw those demons murder the other patients. I want to escape from this cursed place, but I don't want to venture. I don't dare venture into the light. It seems that they're attracted to light. That's why people who need light to see are their natural prey. That was in play. They also react strongly to sound. If you want to go on living, you better be just sitting in the dark and staying quiet. But even that probably won't save you. Basically, if I turn the light off, they have a less of a chance of finding me. But if I have the light off, it's harder to see because this game is really dark. Do I have a radio on me? I guess that thing on right there is a radio. As you can see, there's a nurse. So, oh no, you gotta finish him. If you if they go into the stun state and you don't finish them, they get right back up. The TV isn't plugged in. How is this possible? Well, I mean, it's Silent Hill. I mean, you're fighting nurses at this point. You're fighting nurses that have no faces. Of course, it's not something that's going to be seen like this. The one thing about this game I do find interesting is a lot of the ways to get through areas is through your weapons. As you've seen, I can just cut this thing down to get through an area. And I find that pretty interesting, that you can do that. I've killed 3 nurses so far. She's not here, she's not here. I'm not actually sure who that means. I don't know if it's talking about Alessa, which I can't see that being Alessa. Maybe it is. I don't know. No, I don't want to save again. Alright. Another thing you should probably know about this nightmare is that you don't want to use up all your health. Not in the nightmare. The health products you get, probably don't want to be using them up. Also, I want to scavenge to see if I can find them too. I don't want to run out of them. That guy's dead. You got the swarm coming at us. Swarm are pretty annoying. They're the smallest enemy in the game, and they can do the little amount of damage, but they can just swarm you and all that. Nah, it's really annoying. For the most part, you can just step on them. Yeah, get off my face. That's how you, I mean, they do a little bit of damage, but it's annoying when there's a lot of them. And usually, if there's a lot of them, you can't actually get them off you. Alright, that's my way out. What is that, a key? What is that? Health! I think there's one more health drink in this nightmare. This game is not Dark Souls. It's Joshua's Robbie the Rabbit doll stuffed in his backpack. Sorry about that. Yeah, a lot of the doors don't open. As you can see, this is the map. I mean, there's doors that are openable, but a lot of them don't. That's another one of those iron lungs. We get into the hardest part of this thing. Yeah. 3 at once. 3 at once is not fun. Ah, darn it. Alright, I didn't get any of those guys with the stuns, but whatever, I got 2 of them. You don't really have to. I got a lot more health than I did the first time I played this, so that's good. Also, come on, get around it. Let's go. My God, what are they doing here? There.